Hello everyone, VegasVic1965, and this week we're back with the villagers again for another tutorial, and this time it is a tutorial on the Cleric villager. So, without further ado, let's find out. Welcome back everyone, VegasVic1965, and one of the things I want to go over with you first is you're obviously going to need yourself a villager, and you're also going to need a brewing stand to make him a cleric. Now, if you're out and about and you happen to have secured a village that you're going to fortify and save the villagers to keep them protected, great. Some of them do have temples. There are two types of plains temples that you'll find, and within those temples is where the cleric works. And he will have a brewing stand in there. You can use that until you get yourself a hold of some blaze rods. And to make a brewing stand with a blaze rod, it is simply a blaze rod here, 3 cobble, and you got your brewing stand. Once you have that and your villager, you come right over here, pop down your brewing stand, and he will turn into a cleric. Now I'm going to list on the screen in front of you the trades that they have. Now the first 5 trades that you're going to see up here are the same for both Bedrock and for Java. The 6th trade, however, is a glowstone lamp for Java, and it is a glowstone dust for Bedrock. I know that it kind of stinks because it takes 4 glowstone dust to make 1 red glowstone lamp. Now the 7th and 8th trades are a little different. The 9th and 10th trade are the same for both Java and Bedrock. The 7th and 8th trades, now for Bedrock version, you're going to have the 7th trade be a bottle or a scoot. Their 8th trade will always be an ender pearl. For the Java version, their 7th and 8th trades are going to be 2 of those 3. It's kind of a crapshoot. So you're either going to get an ender pearl in a bottle, or you're going to get a bottle in a scoot, or a scoot in an ender pearl. But you will not get all 3. You won't get an ender pearl each and every time, and I know how valuable those ender pearls can be. So you've got those choices for you up on the screen. I will put a link in the description below on how the number of times, and actually for zombie conversions for these guys. These guys are probably the ones that you'll need if you're going to do zombie conversions, that will need probably the most. I would say at least 6 or 7 times, and whatever you do not want to leave the game while they're in zombie form. Villager zombie form. You want to make sure that you complete the process. Otherwise, if you come back, those prices may revert back to where they were before, or you may miss a step somewhere in there and can't get it very low. The prices will drop, but eventually will come back up and settle at a certain price. And I believe the number is 6 conversions will get you the rotten flesh all the way down to 7. And I'll put a link for my gold, emerald, and XP farm also in there to show you how I make tons of emeralds and tons of gold. In a moment we'll go take a look at it, and I'll show you what they have and what I've done. But you'll of course need rotten flesh, or you've got emeralds that you can pick up redstone, which is a great way of getting as much redstone as you need in case you don't have any or you can't have it. Now obviously you're going to be mining. If you want to mine for it, it's great, but if you are in a rush, you need some now, these guys will sell those to you. So let's hop over and take a look at what I have on the AP Vanilla server, what I've done so far with making great use of the Cleric villager. Okay, we're taking a quick look at what you can do with your Cleric villagers. Believe it or not, these streets are lined with gold in this village, and that's all because of my Clerics. And of course the piglin farm that I have, the zombified piglin farm that I have set up. As you can see, I've got tons of gold, and I have shulker boxes full of emeralds, and we're going to go take a look, and I'll show you what these guys can do. I'll put a link for this up in the description so you can see it if you'd like to use it. Next season I'll be doing Emerald City, so I'll be using a lot of this stuff. But anyway, let me show you what 6 conversions are going to do for you. And as you can see, I've converted these guys about 6 times. I believe it was 6 times, and I think it got down to about 5. So when you do see that, if you do zombie conversions on the clerics, that it will eventually pop back up and settle around 7, and that's where it should stay. So the rest of the items that you needed to trade off to them, like for example, netherwort, if you have a netherwort farm, you can literally make just tons of emeralds with those as well. Because I have this set up with a zombified piglin farm, I have such a large amount of rotten flesh that I have 12 villagers down here, 6 on each side. If you've seen my other villager tutorials, then you've seen this model before. I could raise them up and put glass blocks in front, but this gives them a little more room to gossip and chit-chat and see their friends. But if you watched a lot of my stuff, you've seen I love working with villagers, so that's why I kind of have this open area. But over in this side here, you'll probably be able to see through there. We'll go through, and I'll show you what I mean. I've used this guy right here to zombify all these guys. And again, I'll put a link in the description for that no redstone zombie conversion unit that I use. But those are the prices that you're going to get for the items that you saw earlier on the screen that I showed you. Excellent way. Look at this. Bottles of enchanting for just 1 emerald. You can't beat this, guys. Well, that's about going to do it for me for the villager, for the cleric villager for this week's tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I always answer my comments. If you like this video, click that like button. If you want to subscribe for my past and future videos, click that subscribe button. Oh, I got a villager way over there up top somehow. I'll have to sort him out. Anyway, guys, until next week's video, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.